Hi, everybody.
How's it going?
I'm Josh Elliott.
I'm Cole Deaver.
I'm Cameron Dose.
I'm Luke Deaver.
We're actually here for it because we are a video production company called Sleep On It, and we're really good friends with Josh, and we figured we'd do a little collaboration video.
Look up Sleep On Entertainment on YouTube.
The movie we're reviewing today is The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Panic Attack, the movie. It's uncomfortable. It's intentionally
very.
uncomfortable. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was phenomenal.
A movie when you're sitting like this the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's like Manchester by the Sea. Where, like, it's amazing, but I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't have a good time.
Yeah, we're just gonna go into spoilers now. Skip to the final verdict. There will be a time code at the bottom of the screen telling you what the final verdicts are. If you haven't seen the movie, stop watching.
Okay, so there's this surgeon. He has a family, a wife and 2 kids. He killed this kid's dad by accidentally botching a surgery because he was drinking, or maybe not, we don't know for sure. The kid wants to get revenge on the surgeon, so through some unknown way of doing it, he makes all of the surgeon's family have a disease, and then the surgeon has to choose which family member to kill to stop the disease from happening.
On a technical aspect, this movie was gorgeous. It looked so good.
I really think every shot had a purpose. There wasn't like a shot where I was like, why?
Yeah,
Like, even
exactly.
like just the shots where they're like following him through the hall.
It was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
shining.
Yeah, very
Yes,
cinematic, good,
very
very
Yorgos Lanthimos, the director, the cinematographer, is like, I don't know his name.
It's a weird name.
Did the lobster?
Yeah, and he
which
also
was amazing.
Yeah, the lobster was incredible.
If you like The Lobster and how they spoke in The Lobster, you'll like this. Because they all speak very matter of fact. They lay everything out on the table with how they speak. It's all literal. It's very strange.
If you don't like The Lobster, probably isn't the movie for you. It's the same
I don't
director
think
and
this
cinematographer.
movie is made for everyone. Probably my favorite part of the whole movie is just the opening. It's just a black screen and the music is just like building, and then it opens just a heart, and I was like,
A real
A beating.
I looked it up. That's a real surgery too.
Imagine being the person that signed
I need my heart fixed. Also, you can,
You can
film
be
it.
the acting too. Holy gosh, everyone did a really great job.
That it's really hard to act in this movie because you have to act with a script that demands that you don't show emotion.
Yeah.
Except for the parts where you have to show emotion.
I feel like Alicia Silverstone was the only person that seemed uncomfortable with that. This is a really weird movie to watch with my dad, but I did watch it with my dad.
My dad is a 6'2", super deep voice, like man type person, and during the movie he was like, the entire movie, especially the back half of the movie, you're just watching this family fall apart, and you're just so uncomfortable the entire time.
But see, that's my biggest problem with it, is
Okay.
that I don't think the family necessarily, like, fell apart because they never seemed that close to begin with.
See, that's my thing though. Since this movie is like intentionally supposed to be disturbing, for me, I thought that just added to that aspect. That this family was so intent on not keeping the family together, but self-preservation. So their reaction to the disaster that was happening before them almost made it worse.
You're right. I do agree that in the beginning they weren't that close, but then whenever it all started to go down, it amplified and it got even worse.
it kind of seemed like they were all against each other, and I feel like that was intense.
Yeah.
Well, I think it just depends on what you think the movie is trying to say. Is it trying to be a story about a family in a crisis and what they would do in that situation, or is it trying to make a comment on what families are like to begin with?
Right. Someone asked me how I felt, and I said, I don't know if I've ever been that uncomfortable in a movie before.
Did you see Nocturnal Animals?
I did not.
That was the most
That
uncomfortable
movie is
I've been.
uncomfortable. I'm gonna do a little quick shout out for a specific scene in this movie. My favorite shot in the movie is whenever the girl is singing "Is It Burned" by Al Golding.
Yeah.
And it's the tree,
the
and it
tree.
slowly pans
Oh.
back, and then the tree is just ginormous.
It's in the
and-
trailer, so if you look at the trailer, you can see that.
So don't watch the trailer.
I went into this not knowing the actors, the plot. Like, you told me it was like the retelling of a Greek myth.
Yeah, Isophes, I think is how it's
And you
pronounced.
like told me that, I was like,
Vaguely.
that's
I read,
weird.
I read the myth, and it's kind of a loose adaptation of it.
See,
so-
and knowing only that, and then going in and then see a heart on screen without being the first thing, I was like,
Yeah. It reminded me not even just of The Shining, but of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Even just the opening of just black screen and then just music building and then just starting on a very.
The thing is, for the first like 30 minutes of the movie, it's just kind of like telling you stuff like about the family, and then the kid like just hits everything and just like, you're cursed, your family's gonna die, kill one of them, bye.
Barry Keoghan, I think.
Yeah,
his name is.
he's almost socially awkward the way he's acting.
No, yeah, that's a really good point.
I love the monologue where he's talking to Nicole Kidman about the spaghetti and how his dad eats spaghetti the way he did. He's talking to Nicole Kidman like, I'm ruining your life, your kids are gonna die. Alright, I gotta get to class now, I gotta be late.
Yeah.
Also, the scene where he like curses him. It was at a slow point in the movie when that happened, and so I had started to like lose focus just a little bit, and then I heard the word "kill," and I went, "Wait, what did I miss?"
I think the scene that bothered me the most, and this is kind of commentary on how good the musical cues are, is when he bit his own arm. The music just starts blaring as soon as he rips the arm. The music is just this slow orchestra, very loud, very just in your ears the entire
It's just
time.
that whole ending just like kept going up. Like even like the kids like crawling on the ground
yeah.
and just acting normal. The little son was like, "Oh, I'll go water the plants,"
And he's
it's like crawling. I'm like,
no.
And also how they just like casually talk about like, hey, can I use your headphones when you're dead?
Can we talk about that final ending scene with the death? Every time he would spin around and shoot, I was like, no.
He ties his family up to chairs in their living room, and then
because he can't choose which one to kill.
He can't choose, and so he just spins around with a gun, randomly shooting.
And he misses what 3 times?
It's one of those things where after this it cuts, you feel yourself just take a breath.
No, every time he shots, you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, and even the last scene when the girl looks back at Martin and she kind of smiles a little bit, like she's still in love with him. Like
the thing that I thought was gonna happen, and I thought that would have been really cool, is like when they're sitting there, like not even having Martin in it, but the daughter's eyes just start bleeding.
That would be pretty cool.
As if it didn't work.
Yeah, but they never ever explain how
I don't
Martin
know
does all this.
I really like that decision to not explain the curse at all. Martin's just like, I guess I can curse people now. Like I just think that was an interesting choice, but I think
But even then the family never questions it. It's really odd. The family's like, all right.
I think at one point,
this
doesn't
is
Colin
what's
Farrell say at
happening.
one point, like, okay, we gotta stop asking why, we gotta just keep moving with, like, we gotta figure out a solution here.
You know what else is a really good scene is when he's pushing his son in the wheelchair, and then he stops, picks his son up, and drops him.
Yeah.
Just hearing his body like hit the ground, I was like, I'm so uncomfortable.
You feel the weight.
Yeah,
you feel
it. Can we talk about? So it's one of the very first scenes, and it's where the wife takes off her clothes and just lays on the bed.
They set up that maybe Colin Farrell has a fetish for sleeping with unconscious women. So Nicole
But the
Kidman
thing is, the
pretends to be
daughter does
unconscious.
it too. So I think it's just like what people do.
Maybe. I'm ready for final verdict.
I'm
You
ready for
guys
final
are.
verdict.
Okay.
I thought the movie was phenomenal, well directed, great cinematography, amazing acting, great music. I don't know if it had the emotional punch quite enough to get to a 10 for me. Especially there's one scene in it that I didn't love. In the hospital, it dragged on just a tad bit, but I would give it a 9 out of 10 because I thought it was phenomenal.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to give it a 9 out of 10 based on the ending because I think it ended too abruptly.
This movie is really well made. It's like so visually beautiful, and I think the types of things that it's trying to say are really disturbing. I kind of liked it. It is really slow though. It's kind of meant to tell this tragic story, but I never really felt much tragedy. I just felt kind of disturbed. I'll give it a 7.
I didn't have a good time watching it, but I thought it was a phenomenal movie. Like the sound, the tone, the music, I thought everything worked. But for me, it just didn't quite breach it up to a 10, so I'm going to give it a 9 as well.
Well, Cole and I have the same rating.
Whoa.
We're twins.
Wait, what?
Can you guys tell? We're twins.
No, the video is just like split out.
So final verdict is an 8.5.
That's pretty good.
Did you guys like it more than The Lobster?
I don't think so.
I like the lobster better.
I think I like
The
Lobster
Lobster
more.
more.
Not
Just
a ton.
because I felt
Just-
The
I
Lobster
just-
did such a good job at crafting this futuristic
No, I was going to say, I
world.
think it has better world building.
I think it
Yeah,
also
yeah.
succeeded in what its tone a little bit better.
So go see The Lobster as well.
Yeah, watch The
Yeah.
Lobster.
So, what did you think of Killing of a Sacred Deer? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Please like and subscribe to High School Film Nerds. Also, please subscribe to Sleep on It Entertainment.
Yeah.
These are really cool guys and they make some pretty cool videos. If you comment, I will curse your family.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.